year was 1911. It was early in the second decade of the 20th century. It was the year the Titanic was launched. The New York Giants and the Philadelphia Athletics were in the World Series. For the first time, cars were made of steel frames instead of wood. It was Chevrolet's maiden year. San Diego had a population of around 40,000 people. Movies were being made at the Flying A Studios in La Mesa. President William Howard Taft was here in July for the ceremonial groundbreaking of the Panama, California Exposition. And aviation pioneer Glenn Curtiss flew the world's first hydroplane. The Star Builder Supply Company building in 1911 had a perfect view of the bay where those historic flights took place. The Star Builder Supply Company was a lumber and cement business. The building's creative use of concrete, particularly the concrete blocks resembling quarried stone, was a great advertisement for that company. From 1922 to 1924, the building was home for the Standard Sanitary Manufacturing Company. This is one of 60 branch companies of the world's largest manufacturer of plumbing fixtures. Beginning in 1925, the building sat vacant for a very long time. It wasn't until 1943 that the Grand Rapids Home Furnishing Company utilized this building as a warehouse. C&R Transfer ran a business here from 1944 until 1945. From 1947 to 1950, beer distributor P.F. Colonelli operated from this space. Charles N. Boddicker sold safety equipment here from 1952 until 1955. Today, the building is owned by the County of San Diego, and it is headquarters for Art Walk. In 1991, the county helped spearhead the designation of this building on the San Diego Register of Historic Places. It was designated historic because it is a fine example of a late Victorian Edwardian era Renaissance Revival style commercial building. It's a 3-story block-shaped industrial structure with a flat roof. Heavy undecorated lug sills are below each double-hung window. The horizontal and vertical concrete massing supports this building. A decorative band of dentils mark the top of each floor. As we've mentioned, concrete blocks are distinctive because they resembled quarried stone. Situated along railroad tracks, a large breezeway shelters a staging area where goods were loaded and unloaded from the train. In 1991, a major development project was proposed for the entire block. The Star Building was not to be touched, however the project never materialized. In the year 2000, the taxpayers of San Diego paid for a complete retrofit and restoration of the historic building. The ground floor was to be utilized as a convenience and snack store for trolley line patrons. But that didn't happen. In 2003, again the parcel was to be developed, and once more the historic building would be saved. But now in the year 2011, on the 100th anniversary of the Star Builder Supply Company building, the County of San Diego has declared it will demolish this very structure it helped historically designate in 1991. The very same building the county spent considerable funds to retrofit and restore in 2000. It wants to destroy this valuable piece of San Diego history for a project that is mostly for automobile parking. San Diego County Historic Site Board member Carmen Lucas reacts.
But as a native of San Diego, both as a citizen and as a prehistory person here, I think we have little historic stuff left. If this is already on the historic sites listing, then why on earth are we tearing it down for a parking lot? I don't understand that kind of ugliness.
Stretches my credulity that something's happened in the past few years that while this building could be preserved in 91, it could be preserved in 2003, suddenly it can't be.
And it's right next to the trolley station. From a visual standpoint, it's got an awful lot of significance, and it sets the standard in the gateway visually to Little Italy as well. As Carmen said, it's hard to put a number or finger on historical significance and culture and memories, and I think that's what makes a place special, and I would hate to lose that.
The precedent for all previous development interest in this site was for preservation of this historic building. Its footprint of only 50 by 75 feet is tiny compared to the entire lot that can be developed. Destroying the history this building represents is entirely unjustified. You can help stop the senseless demolition of this historic site. Write or call the San Diego County Board of Supervisors. It is their decision as to whether to demolish this irreplaceable cultural resource or not. Tell them you don't want your tax dollar investment that went to this building's retrofitting and restoration to end up in the garbage dump. Please exercise your right and power as a citizen to have input on this decision.